I have given my summers to the pitch. I have given my summers to the wicket. I have given my summers to the singles runners. I have given my summers to cricket. I've been given the pads and the willow. I've been given the cuts and the slashes. I've been given the leather and the English weather. I've been given the summer of ashes. In 1882, when Captain Ivo Bligh, later to be Lord Darnley, and his team embarked on their crusade to Australia in order to restore the honour of English cricket, no one could have believed that this would be the start of a titanic struggle, one that would last more than 100 years. English cricket had been humiliated by the previous summer's defeat at the Oval. After that match had come the infamous mock obituary, which concluded that the body would be cremated and the ashes taken to Australia. Lord Darnley's team, having won the decisive third Test match down under, were presented with a small urn containing the burnt remains of a bale. These were to become the ashes.
The Immortals. The Immortals.
W.G. William Gilbert Grace.
The Immortals.
Jessup, Jackson, Hurst, Rhodes, Darling and Barnes.
The Immortals.
George Garner, Woolley and Plum Warner, Hobbs and Sutcliffe, and Don Bradman. Bodyline. The year is 1932. The world is on the brink of economic depression. The Marylebone Cricket Board have appointed Douglas Jardine with the job of restoring English pride. To counter the threat of Don Bradman, Jardine selects a powerful four-man pace attack to bowl leg theory, later to become known as Bodyline. When the Australian crowd protest against the unsportsmanlike behaviour, 400 mounted troops are put on alert. The Australian Cricket Board cable the MCC and quote, "There are two teams out there. One is playing cricket. The other is making no attempt to do so. Bodyline bowling has assumed such proportions as to menace the best interests of the game. Unless stopped at once, it is likely to upset the friendly relations that exist between Australia and England." The MCC deplore the cable and reply that they have the fullest confidence in the captain, team and manager. The spirit of cricket had been breached. England won the series 4-1 and regained the Ashes. In 1948, the Australian team set sail to England. Captained by Don Bradman, who was making his fourth and final tour of England. The team was famous for being the first side to play an entire tour without losing a match. This feat earned them the nickname of the Invincibles. They won the Test match series 4-0, with one match drawn.
The Immortals.
And so on to Botham's Ashes, 1981. Before the third Test at Headingley, the inspirational Mike Brearley was reinstated as England captain, replacing Ian Botham. previous excellent form had fallen away with both bat and ball. He had made a pair in the second test at Lord's. Despite having been 1-0 down after 2 tests, England won the next 3 tests to finish 3-1 victors with 2 draws. Thus retaining the Ashes. This series is always remembered as Botham's Ashes. The Ashes, 2005. Umpire Billy Bowden quoted, "Without doubt, the 2005 Ashes was one of the greatest series of all time." England won the series 2-1, with the other 2 matches drawn. Australia won the first test comfortably, but the second test saw England level the series with a 2-run victory, the narrowest win in Ashes history. The third test ended in a draw, with England 1 wicket away from a win. But England won the 4th test in Nottingham by 3 wickets. The 5th and final test started on the 8th of September at the Oval in London. With England only needing a draw to regain the Ashes, new batting hero Kevin Pietersen came to the rescue with a maiden century after Australia had briefly threatened before lunch on the 5th day. The series marked the last appearance in England of Australian legends Shane Warne and Glenn McGrath. Umpire Bowden continued, "England did not give an inch. The Australians handled the outcome with grace. It was like a war, but played with good spirit."
The game is a beautiful thing and makes the barmy sing. Cheer to a heart's desire. They're gonna burn in a ring of fire. Oh, we're going down to Melbourne in the summer